Why you need to contact new leads more than once. Yes, you do. Sorry, but yes, you do. Hi, it's John here, Marketing for Owners, the podcast. It's cold where I am. Probably not where you are, who knows, but you could be anywhere in the world. I welcome you to the marketingforowners.com podcast. If you want to see any of the previous videos, if you're listening to this on iTunes, if you are, by the way, can you please give us a rating? I love ratings, and not enough people actually click the thing and give us a rating. I want to know what you think. It really does help the show and makes all my efforts worthwhile. And this is episode 602, so I've put some effort in. If you want to see the videos for these or go back through some old ones, you can go to marketingforowners.com/podcast. And it's all there. You can see it on your iPhone, on your iPad, on the website. It's all there. It's also, every single one is transcribed. So it's actually written. You can grab, you can read it, you can watch it, you can listen to it. Oh, it's a cornucopia of stuff. And while you're there, have a little poke at the Owners Club. That's where all the good stuff happens. And the Owners Club Gold is a beautiful one. You can get to that directly at theownersclub.com. I won't tell you any more because you'll find it all there. Anyway, back to this leads stuff. So firstly, it's simple. You go to all that effort to get yourself a lead. Why won't you follow up and follow through and make every possible effort to convert them into a purchaser, to a customer? Because you are going to go through a process. You're going to think of, there are possible clients. Then you're going to find there are probable clients. Then you're going to get them to become a lead. And of course, when I say a lead is someone who is very probable to become a client. Right? They have signed up, you have some contact details. This is not someone that you don't know, you might not know them, but it's not someone that you don't have any details of. You're going to have an email, or a phone number, or an address, or all of them, even better. But at least an email. Generally, we stick with an email because it's easier. That is a lead. Then you are going to nurture them, and that means you have to follow up. You have to contact them. You have to contact them many points. If you saw yesterday's, we talked about building an autoresponder sequence. In an autoresponder sequence, I mentioned that to get someone to know you, and then to like you, and then to trust you, you have to go through a lot of touch points. It's not going to happen once. Have you ever been to an exhibition where you talk to someone for a long time, and afterwards they they say, oh yeah, that's fantastic, gives you a card, enter it in a goldfish bowl, win a bottle of champagne that you never win, and then they say, we'll get in touch with you next week. You never hear from them. Or they get in touch with you after a week via some kind of email or something, and that's it. Well, that is such a wasted opportunity. Now, I say this because I've been in that position loads of times, and I wanted them. The reason I spent half an hour talking to them was because I'm interested. But if they're not going to make any effort, I'm not going to do it for them. I haven't got time. I might have forgotten. I was a lead, and I'm going cold. I was a warm lead, a hot lead, whatever you want to call it. But I'm becoming colder and colder and colder. There are many statistics, you can Google them. I did have a look, but there are varied, it says something like 15 or 25% of people never follow up at all. And then something like 50% only ever follow up once. And the ones that are getting your clients, your potential clients, are the ones that are following up often. All right, remember that. If they need what you sell and you don't sell it to them, they're going to buy it from someone else. That someone else is by default a competitor. They're not your mate. Not when your potential customer's gone and bought from them. So you're going to do this. Now, I also want you to follow up fast. Remember yesterday, what do you mean You haven't listened to yesterday's? Oh, come on, you've got to listen to all of these. It's only 10 minutes out of your life. Okay, after this, go back and listen to yesterday's. It was about autoresponder. Autoresponder emails. So someone grabs your download, your emails, your checklist, your report, your little free course, your top 5 somethings, whatever it is. They then get an instant email with it and thank you and a little bit this and that. Then the next day you're going to say follow up with something else, and then a couple of days later with something else, and then a while later with something else, and then over time you're going to keep in touch. You're keeping it there, you're building on it, because not everybody's ready to buy. Right? Not everyone wants to buy now, but they still can be a potential client, and we're only going to talk to potential clients, people who may be interested, even if they don't need it now. They'll need it at some point, and when they do, you want to be there. You want to be there on the top of their mind. You want to be there in their email folder. You want to be there in their reference file. Whatever it is, it needs to be you. So help them out. Contact them. Think of any excuse. Don't bug them. You can even grab a little clipping out of a magazine or something you saw online, print it out, put it in an envelope, and by the way, don't put an offer in it, put it in an envelope, put a little compliment slip or your business card in with it, scribble on, saw this, thought it might be interesting to you, regards, John. Stick it in an envelope, post it to Bob or wherever it was. How often has that happened to you? No, never? So would you be impressed if someone did that? Handwrite this, don't mass produce these, do this genuinely. That is following up. That is keeping in touch. This is what is going to happen. You are going to contact your leads over and over until they are ready to buy. Now, every now and again, you can make an offer, but this is not going to happen at first. They are not, oh, I've just met you. Yes, here's my money, here's my money. Remember that. It's going to take time. Remember I said they're going to get to know you. Then they'll like you, maybe, if you've been good. And then maybe they'll trust you. And it's only at the point when they trust you that they're going to stick their hand in their wallet and get their credit card out. Remember, for a lot of us, we're talking about online communication. They've never met you, or they might have met you at a conference or something. They don't know you. Who are you? They don't know you. It's going to take time. You're not their mate. Someone didn't recommend them to you and they just bought. That's the other way. So every now and again, people are open to buying opportunities. So if you give them something that's hard to resist, in the supermarket, buy one, get one free, or 3 for the price of 2, that kind of thing. Quite often we'll buy things that we didn't need. Honestly, I know somebody who comes back, whose garage, because the cupboards are full, is full of stuff that it was on sale. Seriously, it was on sale. You buy 3, you get $1 off. So this happens. So every now and again you can make an offer, but don't overdo it. Anyway, I think I've made the point. So remember, and to be honest, I'm actually putting this out there in case any of you are ever at an exhibition or a trade show and I'm interested in talking to you, and when I give you my card, I want you to follow up so that when I get home I don't get annoyed. Please. I made my point. Anyway, it is Tuesday, it's time for a toolbox tip. Today is a goodie. It's hard to explain, you have to go and see it. It's called Portent Headlines. Portent. And it's a headline creator. If you have a subject, say you sell varnish for rowing boats, you can put the keywords in, it will come up with the most ridiculous headlines you've ever seen or thought of. And you might think, well, it's a bit ridiculous, but then hit it again, hit it again, hit it again. It keeps throwing them up, and occasionally it comes out with one you think, oh wow, brilliant. It's just clever. It saves you having to think. It is free. This helps. This is what this is all about. It's another free tool. Talking about free advice, well, not free advice, but free advice. Tomorrow Tomorrow's expert interview series is Jonathan Dane. He's from Client Boost. It's brilliant. The guy's great. He has some fabulous advice. I strongly recommend that you are there and you listen. It's going to be good. You know how it works. I'll see you soon.